As kids, we have all seen movies and series about the richest kids in the world. However, as we grow, we tend to become close to reality and gain the understanding that it is hard for something so extraordinary to exist on this planet. What if the story of the richest kid in the world is not something vague and that people such as this do live in real life? Today, we dive into the world of Princess Charlotte of the royal family in the United Kingdom, the wealthiest kid in the world. Princess Charlotte, the second child of Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, was born on May 2, 2015 at 8:34 BST in the Lindo wing of St Mary's Hospital in London during the reign of her great-grandmother Elizabeth II. Tower Bridge, the London Eye, and the fountains in Trafalgar Square were all pink lit to commemorate her birth, and there were cannon salutes at Hyde Park and the Tower of London. In recognition of her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, grandmother Diana Princess of Wales, and grandfather Charles, she was given the name Charlotte Elizabeth Diana on May 4th. Her parents have referred to her as Lottie and Mignonette in a loving manner. In January 2018, Charlotte began attending the Wilcox Nursery School, which is close to where her family resides in Kensington Palace. In September 2019, she enrolled at Thomas's School in Battersea with her brother Prince George, where she went by the name Charlotte Cambridge. In September 2022, Charlotte and her siblings started attending Lambrook, a private prep school in Berkshire. She made her first public appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace during Trooping the Colours on June 11, 2016. She travelled with her parents and her older brother George on their official trips to Poland and Germany in July 2017 and on their September 2016 Royal Tour of Canada. Charlotte and George both went to St Mary Magdalene for the first time in December 2019 for the Sandringham Christmas Day service. Net worth of Princess Charlotte. According to a recent study by Electric Rides on Cars, Princess Charlotte is the richest child in the world with a net worth of almost $4 billion, as published by the Evening Standard. Princess Charlotte has had a regal life, earning billions to her name. Although living a secret life is a major disadvantage of being a royal, Charlotte's riches may be increasing in part because of her exposure. According to the Evening Standard, the 7-year-old possesses the same trend-setting DNA as her mother. As the third in line to the British throne, Charlotte is a natural ambassador for British fashion around the world. The princess has a sizable collection of floral attire, which she has displayed while visiting British allies including Canada, Germany and Poland. The youngest princess is far from a plain dresser, despite her fondness for pastel cardigans. The Charlotte effect refers to the media frenzy that occurs whenever Princess Charlotte is photographed wearing new clothing. The small princess's excellent sense of style is to blame for everything. According to data and surveys on the sales of children's apparel, Charlotte has emerged as a significant fashion icon. Training. Princess Charlotte has spent years receiving training in proper royal decorum. At some gatherings, she has even been known to reprimand her brothers. On June 11, 2016, she made her first public appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, which featured secret compartments. Following that, she travelled to Canada on a royal tour in September 2016 and visited Poland and Germany for official business in July 2017. In December 2019, Charlotte and George attended the St Mary Magdalene service on their first Sandringham Christmas Day. In March 2022, Princess Charlotte joined her parents and older brother during a memorial service for her late grandfather, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. For the first time, Charlotte and her siblings took part in the Trooping the Colour carriage procession in June 2022 as part of the long weekend Jubilee celebration for her great platinum grandmother. Princess Charlotte, Prince George and their parents recently attended the state funeral for Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. The Queen presented William and Kate with Anmore Hall, a country residence built in the 18th century on the Queen's Sandringham estate, following their 2011 nuptials. Prince William, Kate, Prince George and Princess Charlotte lived there from 2015 until 2017. They now use it as a getaway in the countryside. In addition to their current residence in London, Prince William and Kate Middleton have said they now consider their new home in Scotland to be their true home. Of course, the 10-bedroom country manor is home to Princess Charlotte. Ben Pentreath assisted in redesigning the interior of the house and spent $1.7 million to add a conservatory before the new owners moved into the Georgian estate. The rustic home has also served as a popular background for a number of photo shoots. Kate Middleton photographed the royal family as a whole, including Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis for the 2018 Christmas card. In 2015, the royal family posted a picture of Princess Charlotte showcasing her Anne Mahal room. There was a chair with stripes of green and yellow, and the walls and floor were creams. Elite private school. The British royal family's 3 children, George, Charlotte and Louis, were supposed to have enrolled in September 22 at Lambrook, a prestigious private school in the Windsor region. Jonathan Perry, the principal, greeted them as they entered the building with their kids. 3 to 13-year-old boys and girls are welcome at this prestigious private institution. Prince Louis' schooling will cost $15,000 in total, or $5,000 every term. This will not change until he starts his 3rd year, at which point the fees will rise. Princess Charlotte's annual education expenses will be $22,132. Her lower school years in the 3rd and 4th grades cost $7,379 each semester. The Cambridges will spend the most money on Prince George's education at a staggering $24,000 for grades 5 through 8. Additionally, the family relocated to Adelaide Cottage, a beautiful house ideally positioned close to the children's new school. The massive collection of priceless jewellery. There have been reports that William will give Princess Charlotte one of Princess Diana's most prized possessions. The 7-year-old daughter of the future Prince and Princess of Wales will be free to select any piece of royal jewellery she likes. She has drawn a lot of attention because she is the only child of the heir apparent in the wake of Queen Elizabeth II's passing on September the 8th. Diana's brother, Charles, 9th Earl Spencer, has been asked by Prince William to give Princess Charlotte the tiara she wore on her wedding day in 1981. Charlotte is also next in line to receive the Spencer and Vladimir tiaras, which are the Queen's favourite jewels. The crown was restored in the early 1900s, and its market value today is about $19 million. The Duchess of Cambridge, Mary Adelaide, who is the mother of Queen Mary, previously held the emeralds in the tiara. The net worth of Prince George. Despite having a significantly lesser net worth, George continues to establish trends in children's fashion. Within a day, all stock of the blue cardigan Prince George wore to see his mother and infant Charlotte at the hospital had been sold. He suffered the same fate for the bathrobe and slippers he had on when he met Michelle and then President Barack Obama. The Prince George effect is as noticeable in toys and fashion as it is in Charlotte's, especially since Prince George made the 50 best dressed men in Britain list in 2015 while wearing a designer Rachel Riley outfit. The net worth of Prince Louis. Louis's birth contributed over $125 million to the British economy, but because he is the 3rd child, his net worth is most likely to be the lowest. As the firstborn son and daughter respectively, George and Charlotte benefited financially, as predicted by money. The Centre for Retail Research predicted that Prince Louis and royal family artefacts will bring in over $39 million in revenue for the UK, as well as over $28 million in baby items. As mentioned above, it is inherently clear that the Princess Charlotte of Wales has the highest net worth of all and is the richest kid in the world. Do let us know in the comments what you think of Her Majesty the Princess Charlotte of Wales.